up, though, y'all? It's your boy Bill. I'm gonna give a shout out to John Forrester, that girl Kay, that boy Nuke Henry, Shorty Tory, Kevin O'Reilly, Nightman Trey, and AGM Big Dog. I'm gonna tell y'all, bro, about a situation where the Crips popped on the blood while I was locked up on Thanksgiving Day. This is probably my 7th Thanksgiving in prison. The prison just passed out what they call an incentive meal. For those of you who don't know, they take $1 a month off every inmate. All I can speak on is Georgia. That's the only thing I know about. But every inmate in the state of Georgia, every single month, the state takes $1 off of their books, off of their account fund. When you first come into prison, they take $10 off the dribble. Plus, really 11. They take $10 plus that one. And they hold the 10 in your account. And you know, if you ever get out and you don't owe them no money, they'll give you that 10 back. They charge your account $1 a month, every month. So if it's so messed up, bro, because if you don't get no money for 10 months straight, and then your family finally send you $20, you only getting $10 because your account been going negative, $1 every month. So once that 20 finally hit, you only gonna get 10. From my understanding, the money they take from us is what they use to give us incentive meals. I don't know what they doing, but that's just from my understanding. Like every 3 months, they give incentive meals, but on every holiday, they give meals. They'll just go buy you some chicken box or some pizza or something like that. But on like Thanksgiving, they try to give you, you know, like turkeys, stuff like that. They probably get it from some type of local catering or something like that. We're inside the dorm, so they make everybody line up. You got to come to the front door, and they got like 3 inmates right there serving, and they got like 2 officers to try to make sure don't nobody do-wop. And then they hand you one tray at a time. So they make everybody that's on the top range stay up there, don't move. And then everybody that's on the bottom range, stay down there, don't move. And then at the door, they got like 3 inmates that's workers that's helping them pass out the trash. So all the people who on the bottom range, they'll come up, they'll get them one at a time, and then they'll tell them walk all the way around and go down the other set of steps, go back to the bottom range. Stay down there, don't move. Then the people on the top range, y'all start coming down to get y'all's one at a time. But people is professionals, man, with this criminal stuff. They find ways to do-wop. After we get our trays, me and my homeboy, like I said, I would usually go to my room and eat, but we was just talking, the conversation was so good, we sat down here at a table in the day room. Now in the day room area is like when you coming from where you just got the meal at, it's like 2 steps. You step down, and then it's a little area right here where you got 1, 2, 3 tables spaced out from each other. So we sitting at the table in the middle. Now we sitting here talking, and he was asking me like, so what are you thankful for today? And I was like, why do I gotta be thankful for something today? He was like, man, it's Thanksgiving. Don't you know what happened today? This is the day to be thankful. So I asked him, what happened today? He said, this is the day when Europeans and the North American Indians sat down together and they had a meal, they squashed their issues or whatever, and it was a peaceful thing, and they ate turkey and stuff together, and this is why it's called Thanksgiving. So I told him that that's not true, and what really happened was the Puritans and Pilgrims came over from Europe allegedly to sit down and eat and have like a peace treaty with the North American Indians, but really it was a trick, and the North American Indians was slaughtered on that day. I'm talking about it was some brutal things happened that day. And that's the reason I don't celebrate it in a sense of, you know, just trying to remember the holiday and be like, I'm so thankful for this, because I feel like this. I'm thankful every day. My mama, my son, my brothers, my family, my friends, I'm thankful for them in my life every day. I pray to the Most High every single day, multiple times a day. So I don't you know, I don't like the idea of knowing what really happened on this day, right? Now, it's people sitting at other tables. So while I'm sitting here talking to him, he thinking I'm damn crazy. He telling me that ain't never happened. Prove it to him where it's at and stuff like this. So it's some more people over here at this table. Now, it's some guys standing upstairs and they laughing and talking, kicking the bobo, talking about I'm thankful about this, I'm thankful about that. One of the dudes was on the video chat with, I believe it was his mama, because he kept saying mama this, mama that, but I don't know, because people be saying stuff, talking to whoever they want to be talking to. But he was saying he's so thankful, like, I'm so thankful for y'all. So the dude that was standing next to him, both of these dudes are Crips. I don't know if he know his family from the streets or if he just met them because he's so cool with him and here. They on the video chat chopping it up. And there's a dude over here named Slugger. He's at the table next to me. Slugger is a blood, but Slugger has a reputation for doing very crazy things. Like, he has a reputation for getting in fights 24/7, always involving himself in something crazy, very outspoken to the point it get him caught up in a lot of situations. He turns his head and looks up over there at them. I'm sitting on the back side of the table. So while I'm talking to bruh, I'm observing everything around me. I see him look up there at them real crazy. He mumbles and says, man, I'm up talking about some Thanksgiving. Man, I don't give about it. I don't give about it. I really don't give about hearing it. It was a little louder than a mumble, but it wasn't a loud outburst to the point they could hear him up here, because they upstairs loud on the phone, standing on the rail. So they couldn't hear him, but I definitely heard him. This dude sitting across from me still trying to talk about this. I don't want to hear what he's talking about because I know that's not the truth. Slugger gets up from the table. The man looks so crazy, bro. He's skinny. He's dark skinned, he real tall. His hair stay messed up, bro. I was in the dorm with this man, I know 5 months, never seen him get a haircut. He never did nothing to make his appearance look no better, bro. He used to walk around with like little white stuff in the corners of his mouth, just all kind of stuff. Now, he was just eating. The man gets up from the table, bro. He got macaroni stuff all on his face and his beard about that thick. Got macaroni stuff all in his beard, bro. He turns and looks up at the two dudes standing on the rail, and he chewing his food real crazy, looking up real crazy at them. I don't look up there at them because I don't want to make it seem like I'm paying attention to what they got going on. So the dude's sitting across from me, I told him, I'm about to slide back to my room. So he like, wow, what's up? I was like, I don't know. I feel like Slug on some retarded stuff. I don't want to be this close to him because, if he do or say the wrong thing to me, then that's just going to put me and him in a situation I know he's about, you know what I'm saying? So to avoid that situation, I'm just about to get away from him and go back up here to my room. When I say that and stand up, the dude I'm sitting across from instantly looks over at the dude Slugger. So I get my food, I pick it up, and I walk this way. Slugger standing on this side. I could have went either way. I decided to go this way. Some people call it, oh, he's scared. I don't give a damn what you call it. I just know how to avoid issues that ain't got nothing to do with me. So I go walking this way. I hear him say again, you looking at me for? It must be talking about me. I let it roll off my shoulders like water because I'm not studying you. And you ain't bring nothing directly to me. You just making a statement. So I keep on going about my business. I go up the steps. As I'm going up the steps, Slugger said, loud this time, looking at the two dudes standing on the rail. He said, man, y'all keep on talking about all this Thanksgiving. Man, I don't give about no Thanksgiving, bro. I don't want to keep hearing that. Every time I turn around, mother was talking about, no, I'm thankful for this. Thank God for this. You wasn't thankful when you was on the streets. You wasn't thanking God when you was on the streets, mother. So don't come in prison and be trying to act like, oh, I'm thankful for this. Oh, because the prison give y'all some turkey. Y'all is brainwashed. What y'all got to understand is this. I know, to a lot of people in the world, Thanksgiving is a very special day. This is a day that people travel just to go be around people that they can't see all throughout the year. And they treat this like a happy time of life. What y'all got to realize is there is people in the prison that, and they might not believe what I believe. They might really be into the whole holiday thing, but just on the strength that I am in prison for years and might have life, and I know I can't spend it with my family, or maybe they done burnt their bridges to the point they don't even got a family that they could call and be like, happy Thanksgiving, or whatever the reasoning is. There's some people in prison, bro, that don't give a damn about a holiday, number one. Then number two, it's just like, bro, over time, I feel like, just, I guess, depending on where your mind at, because I felt this over time, even way before I started listening to the Israelite teaching, way before I tapped into that. I just was feeling like holidays was just another day, bro. Like when I was out, I used to be so excited for my birthday, for a holiday. I used to feel special, feel good. But I just think being in there so many years, bro, year after year, and it's just the same thing going on. You're not really happy, bro. You're not really around the people you really want to be around. You're not really spending this time with the people you really want to be spending it with. So I believe over time, bro, it just numbs you to all that. And I believe that's what was going on with Slugger. I also believe he just had some type of, like, he probably was missing his folks, bro. I don't know. One of the dude, they called him Little Charles. He was a little short dude, little Crip dude. So he like, hey, Slugger, bro, I'm on the phone with my mama, bro. I'm on the phone with my mama, bro. Slugger like, man, I don't give who you on the phone with, bro. I don't want to hear that, bro. Y'all keep on talking about y'all thankful for this. Why you wasn't thankful on the streets? Why you wasn't thankful on the streets? If you was thankful on the streets, you wouldn't have did what you did to get in here. Come on, man, I don't want to hear that. Like two of the blood dudes instantly came out the room. Hey, Slugger, man, come here, bro. Come here, bro. So they calling him, trying to get him to come in the room because they know he'll get the situation cranked up with somebody. So the two Crip dudes that was standing right there, they both went in dude room. Slugger tell the other dude, no, I ain't got to go nowhere. I ain't got to go in no room, bro. This man talking about some. So they like, Slugger, bro, come in the room, bro. Come in the room, bro. So Slugger like run towards the range. You know, I told y'all it's a rail on the bottom. Like even where I was sitting at behind me is a rail. It connects. It goes all the way around. He go running to the rail. He grabbed the bottom of the top range with the right hand, grabbed the top of the bottom rail with the left hand, and uses that as balance to jump over the thing like that. And then, you know, like real aggressive, like he was about to go do something to one of them or something. And then he goes in the room with his guys. He goes in the room, they in there, you can hear them in there screaming and hollering. I know you hear some of them like, that ain't got to do with you. That ain't got to do with you. Them folks can say what they want to say. So you hear Slug and the other dude arguing. So then slowly but surely, all of the Bloods, you see them coming downstairs or coming out their room, and they all piling up going into that room. So my guys that I was running with, they come out the room and they all looking around, looking crazy. I'm back outside my room standing on the rail. When I see my guys out here looking around, looking crazy, I pulled up on a few of them. I was like, nah, that ain't got nothing to do with us. That's the Bloods down there getting on their brother because he just said something crazy to these Crip dudes. Slugger ends up coming back out the room, and he saying, y'all got me up. Y'all got me up. Y'all ain't about to do nothing to me. I ain't taking no violations. Y'all ain't my big homie. Y'all ain't finna do nothing to me. Blood's coming out the room. Now you got like two of them walking up on him. They talking calm to him like, bruh, you know, I can't really make out what they saying at this point, but I know it got to be something on the lines of, bruh, you is tripping, bruh. What is you talking about? Like I said, bruh, I believe certain times of the year for people in prison, certain people, bruh, it could just make them an emotional wreck, bruh. It could put them in a serious state like of depression. Cause I felt like that before around, like when I was locked up 2-3 years around Christmas time, and it's not even about what people say Christmas means. It's just about, I know this is a time where I would be with all my family. This is the time my family coming from Detroit, coming to Georgia, or we leaving Georgia, going to Detroit to be with family. And it's like, damn, bro, I'm in a prison around a bunch of folks I don't even like for real. And it can send you into a depression, bro. I don't know if that's what he was going through, but it is a possibility. Sometimes you just feel like, I don't know why, but sometimes you just feel like, bro, crashing out. It just seemed like it'll make things better, or you can release some, whatever you got built up in you, but really that's not gonna make nothing better. It's only gonna make your situation worse. Now they go to arguing again on the floor. I'm still standing on the top range just looking. They go to arguing again on the floor out loud. The other blood dudes started getting irritated with Slugger, and they tell him, man, come back in the room. All that talking, come back in the room. So they go in the room, both of them. Slugger runs straight in there behind him, and then you just hear people hitting the locker boxes. You know they in there fighting. I guess they in there violating them, or they in there shooting them one-on-one. I don't know what they doing. But I know some people in there fighting. While they're in there fighting, making all that noise, the two Crip dudes came back out the room. This was the funny thing about it, bro. It was 5 Crip dudes in the dorm, and it was probably like 14 Bloods. I kind of suspected what was going on, because the whole time, like when these two dudes was in the room, there was no other Crip dudes out on the floor, period. But damn near all of them had phones. So I thought that, but I ain't entertaining it too long. I said, I guarantee they in there on a conference call. They just not piling up in the room because they don't want to make it look like they up to something. But I guarantee them two went in that room and called the other one that was in that room down there. And then they called him on three-way that was in that room. And then they, you know what I'm saying? I believe that's what they was doing. So when these two Crip dudes come out the room, they standing on the top range. They both got on their boots. They tied up real strong. Well, one of them had on boots. One of them had on some white shoes. And he looked down this way. He went to walking this way. When he went to walking this way, it was a Crip dude in the end room. He came straight out the room. Then the Crip dude that was downstairs, him and his roommate was both Crips. They both came out the room. Every single one of these guys got their shoes tied up. So Lil Charles goes straight down the range to the end room where the one Crip dude was coming out the room. The ones that was downstairs, they all came up the steps. They both had their hands in their pockets. They all went upstairs. And when they came up the stairs, they was looking around. They both had frowns on their face. They looking around. Then when the one that was in the front got to the top of the step, he was like, got gang up, got the gang up. And then they went, the one that was on the end, he was like, hey man, like basically telling him, shut up, just come here. So they all went down there, piled up in that room. I guess Slugger and them other dudes, by the time they got done tussling with each other, I'm assuming somebody heard what he said about y'all got the gang effed up. Cause like the door opened damn near instantly. When they went in bro room, the door opened almost instantly. And like two of them stuck their hands out the door looking around, and they looked straight towards the Crip dude's room. They didn't see nobody. So they looked around and then they went back in the room. So my roommate come out the room. He just woke up talking about, the hell going on out here, bro? I'm like, man, he really be pissing me off because he always like, he kind of remind me of Slugger, just not as violent, but just far as hygiene and taking care of his ass was finna get kicked out my room. So I told him what's going on. So he run downstairs, go get him some ice or whatever. Next thing you know, when he coming back, all the Crip dudes come out their room, and now they walking down this end. So I had the candy bar in my pocket, but I casually just pull it out real quick. And now it's in my hand, I'm on the rail like this. Even though it has nothing to do with me, bro, whenever there's a situation in the prison where somebody probably finna get busted with the candy bar or whatever, I always would be on point because you just never know what somebody thinking, bro. You never know what they feel like they seen. And that's usually a time where if there's animosity anywhere, even though it might not got nothing to do with you, sometimes that's the time that people would take their animosity out on other people that they've been feeling some type of way about. My roommate coming back up the steps, the Crip dudes, all 5 of them, they shoot downstairs, push past my roommate. They was finna go down a second flight of stairs to take them to the room Slugger was in, but one of them was like, they did something like that and they went on the big floor. Once they went on the big floor there, the TV room that's right there, they went inside the TV room. They all piled up inside the TV room. Now, I can't see them from the angle I'm at, but I see they all just went inside the TV room. So dude, Slugger finally come back out the room. The man walks back over there to the table where he was first sitting there eating. He still got food over there. The man goes back to the table and finish eating his food. Now I'm thinking in my head, it's a little strange, bro. Listen, these folks done piled up and went in the TV room. More than likely, somebody finna get popped today. It's a possibility that it doesn't happen that way, but bro, when people go to doing all that, usually something about to jump off. My guys that I rock with, they done all came and piled up down here by my room. So we like 15 deep standing here by my door, and you know, we just politicking. And one of them cool with one of the Crips. He said, bro, they finna pop on the Bloods. Bruh said they finna pop on the Bloods for sure. So I'm like, well, you know, people be saying stuff all the time. He was like, nah, bro. One thing about Lil Charles, bro, that man don't be doing that. Lil Charles don't be saying that. When that man say he about to pop, I promise you, he's dead serious. Now, this is one thing I can say about the Crip gang in Georgia. They're not really deep. It's not a lot of them. I probably been to, I think, one prison, one dorm at that prison where they was just super deep. That's usually the only group of people in Georgia that's not real deep. Everybody else is deep. Whenever I guess it just got to be certain ones, because you see some where they be like, damn, it's only 3-4 of us, and it's 1,000 of them. But most of them, from what I have seen, bro, maybe because the number is so small, when they're in the dorm together, bro, they usually go hard, bro, against any group. They'll try their best to go hard. But a lot of times, unfortunately, because of the number difference, you know, they usually get jammed on. But sometimes, bro, they be the ones jamming, because I guess it's like they know if we go, we got to go hard, because it's only a handful of us and there's 1,000 of them. But like I say, sometimes, you know, they usually get the worst end of the stick in the Georgia prison, from what I seen. Slugger go back over there, he finished eating his food. One of the dudes come out the TV room, they go to the water fountain, they sip some water. Slugger looks over there. I guess this is his first time he noticing where they was at. He looks over there when dude go over there, get some water, then he go to looking in the TV room. So he stand up and walk over a little bit, looking around to see, looking in there, and then he see all of them. So he say, what's up? What's up? What y'all, what's happening? What going? What going? Y'all piled up in the TV room. What's up? Y'all got me, what's happening? So he runs back this way towards the range, the same one he jumped over at first, and he do the same thing. He jumps over it again. He shoots in the room real quick. The other blood dudes done came out the room like, man, Slugger, what the hell you got going on again, bro? So he runs in the room. So like 2 of them running there behind him. Like, bro, what you got going on? All the Crip dudes, they come outside the TV room. They in there. You can see them wrestling with Slugger. I already know what's going on. Clearly, he got a candy bar in his hand, and he's trying to get out the room. For all the people that's new here, don't know what candy bar means, that's just another term I use for a knife. They trying to wrestle him, so they finally, he had a machete in his hand. They was able to snatch it out his hand. So they're like, bro, what do you got going on? They don't know that these guys is all in here. He like, man, these folk deep, they mounted up. They mounted up. So the other dudes look over there at the Crip dudes, and they see all 5 of them just standing on the big floor, and they looking at them. One of the blood dudes, he told the other man, get him, man, get Slugger. So they done snatched him up, dragging him in the room. So he comes out, so he like, hey, bro, man, we ain't finna do all that, bro. He was like, we gonna deal with ours or whatever. Like, all right. So he go to walking back off, getting ready to go to the room. Lil Charles said, yeah, you better deal with him. Because if you don't deal with him, gang finna deal with him. That's on everything. That's on my mama. Y'all don't deal with that man today, the gang finna deal with him. Then that caused another blood dude from Savannah. He was already out his room. He looked over there. He like, hold on now. Hold on, eh? Whoa now. Listen, bro. Bro just told y'all we finna deal with him. Don't be sitting here telling me what y'all finna do. Cause really, to be honest, y'all ain't finna do to him. We said we gonna deal with him just to keep any issues down, but don't sit here and tell me what you finna do to him. Come on now, little child now. We been in the dorm with each other for a while now. We ain't finna do that now. We ain't finna do that now. Child don't say nothing. He go back to talking to the other Crip dudes. I'm still sitting there leaning on the rail. I'm really thinking like, damn, do I need some ice? Do I need some water? I know damn well we finna get locked down, bro. It's just getting too crazy. But I done seen it build up like this before and don't nothing happen. So maybe it's not gonna get crazy. You don't know. Go back, all the bloods pile up in that one room. And it's like, except for 3 of them, you got 3 of them standing on the outside of the door, and the other ones is inside the room. All you hear is screaming. You just hear them in there screaming loud. Clearly they in there arguing with Slugger. The next thing you know, they all come out the room again, except for Slugger. One of the blood dudes, I guess the one that was in charge, he said to the other one, man, go pack all his property up. Pack it all up. He gone. He finna get on the dope. So the 2 blood dudes go in there, go in Slugger room, and they pack up all his property. They comes out the room with a big old sack, walking it to the door. They take it to the door, drop it down. They stop over there and talk to the Crip dude. So they talking whatever. I can't hear what they saying. So the other ones come out the room with Slugger. Now they're walking him to the door. It's like 3 on each side of him, 1 in front of him, 1 behind him, because they know he about damn crazy. He'll start something. So they walking him to the door, but the dude from Savannah, bruh, he got a hot temper too. And I know he was feeling some type of way. He was the one to the right of the Crip dudes. So they all walking Slugger to the door. So once they were passing, because the Crips never moved, they were still standing there. Once they're in passing of them, the Crips is just still like staring, eyeing the bloods down, but they like eyeing each other down almost, but they taking Slugger to the door, finna stop a friction before it happens. So once they get to passing each other, Slugger said, just know when I get out the hole, boy, when I get out the hole, just know that's on blood, I'm popping. When I get out the hole, and one of y'all I see, I'm gonna pop, and that's on blood. Lil Charles whipped the fire out. Lil Charles was like, what we gotta wait till you get out the hole for? And he went like trying to skip towards them with the fire out. The other Crip dudes followed up. They was behind him. So now it was a big, hold on. So now they done let Slugger go. So now it's like a standoff down there between the Bloods and the Crips. So they just arguing. It's Lil Charles and Slugger. They the only ones arguing back and forth with each other. The other guys is talking to each other like, you hear some Bloods saying, hold on. You hear some Crips saying, hold on. Slugger and Lil Charles is arguing back and forth. They done got that little standoff friction under control. So now the Bloods is walking back this way, going to the door. As they walking Slugger to the door, Slugger said, come on, man. We been eating on y'all. Y'all know what's going on? We been eating on y'all. We ain't never lost a war against the Crips. We been eating on y'all. Stop playing with us, man. Stop playing with the gang like that. When he said that, all the Crips Lil Charles was the first one, head first, but all the other ones followed up. They took off running over there towards the Bloods. And you know, it reached the point again where they're like, hold on. But once they got in arm's reach, they just started swinging the candy bars. The dude that was from Savannah, he was so on point when he came, because Lil Charles was trying to hit Slugger with the candy bar, but Slugger was on the other side of the dude from Savannah. When Lil Charles swung the candy bar trying to hit Slugger, he damn near hit the blood dude from Savannah. Man, dude weaved it, came back with his candy bar, hit Lil Charles right in the face, like right up in here somewhere, hit him in the face. And then, bro, it was just all of them. They just went to swinging the candy bar. Instantly, I told my guys, y'all go lock down. So me and another dude ran door to door with my guys, just making sure, because it's already popped off. If I would have said it earlier, everybody go lock down, then it would have been easier. You know, they could have just went and locked down. But since it had already popped off, I just wanted to make sure that they was all secure in the room. So me and another dude rooms was close to each other, we all went running with them door to door, running with them to their room. They go in the room, we close the door, make sure it's locked. Run with the next one to the room, push them in the room, make sure it's locked. And we did that to every single one of them, bro. These folks down here swinging the candy bars, bro. I looked over there to the booth. It ain't no officer in the booth, period. Coming up here almost by my room, I look over here. Lil Charles and Slugger, like, you got people doing everything they doing in all kind of ways, but it's Lil Charles and Slugger, bro. It's like, it's just them two. And it's like they hit for hit, bro. It's like they're not even trying to, it's like damn near they're not even trying to block or nothing, bro. It's just like they trying to prove a point and hit each other. I'm talking about this like Lil Charles run up because he's shorter than Slugger, so he got to get up close on him. It's like Lil Charles get him, he hit him on the side. As soon as he hit him, like when he pulling his arm back, Slugger hitting him somewhere, and then he hitting Slugger back, and Slugger hitting Lil Charles back, bro. It was crazy. Like they were going poke for poke in there. You know, of course, with all the other blood dudes that rushed up, they started doing the Crips pretty bad. They was outnumbered, bro. It was people coming from all angles. One blood dude had like he had some type of stick, bro. It was like a pole damn there. He had some type of stick, bro. It was like probably about that long, but you could tell it was heavyweight, bro. He hit one of the Crip dudes in the back of the head with it. When he hit him with it, bro, you instantly, like it didn't come shooting out of nothing, but his hair, you could see it darken like a dark red, like a maroon almost, and it came down, it started bleeding down in there. He fell down, was like this, like dude started hitting him with the little pipe thing all on his back, on his side, everywhere he was hitting him with it. So I look back over the bro, he talking about, do I need some ice? So I run to my room, grab the cup, throw him my cup. So he run down there, run around them. He go get us both some ice, then come running back upstairs. Then he gave me my cup, and we just stood there, bro. We looked out there at the walk, and you could see two female officers that was out there on the yard laughing, talking with each other. Whatever they was talking about, you could just see them out there like talking about whatever they talking about. The dude that was on the floor that was trying to shield himself and holding his head, he started screaming real loud. Then they ended up inside the TV room. This is how the officer seen it. They ended up inside the TV room, and all of that noise they was making, y'all know it's vents in the TV room. So we seen both of the girls coming this way looking like, and once they got to the window and seen what was going on, they called the code. They came to the door, they unlocked the door, but they didn't step in, they just pulled the door open, they just started screaming, y'all stop, stop, y'all stop. It was blood, bro, on the floor. It looked like somebody had a gallon, like imagine a gallon of milk full of blood, bro, and it looked like that, like somebody just poured it out on the floor. Bro, people was bleeding everywhere, bro. By the time the CERT team came running deep in the dorm, by the time we seen them running, once they got close to the door, me and bro went in our rooms and locked our door. Once we went in our rooms and locked our door, I'm standing at the window looking out the window. As soon as they came in, they sprayed Lil Charles and Slugger. They were still hitting each other with the candy bar, bro, running back and forth, hitting each other, bro. These two dudes had so much blood on their shirts, bro. It didn't make no sense. As soon as they hit the pepper spray, Lil Charles fell. I think he was at the point where he was about to fall out anyway, because he didn't fall and was like, he didn't do none of that. He fell, like he passed out. I think that was his point, you know what I'm saying? That was his limit. They hit him with the pepper spray. Lil Charles fell down on the ground. He just laid out. Slugger went to falling out, screaming, covering his eyes up and stuff. Police handcuffed them. They took off the other ones that wasn't handcuffing them two. They took off running into the TV room. Spraying everybody. Everybody go to screaming, running around like chickens with their heads cut off. The police finally was able to wrestle all them down on the ground, take all the candy bars from each other, handcuff everybody. You hear people screaming the whole time, disrespecting each other, gang. We gonna kill y'all. We gonna pop next time I see y'all. These folks lying down, can't even barely breathe. They coughing, choking while they screaming, saying whatever they saying. And they start taking them out like two at a time, because the other folks was in there checking on the other folks. The dude that got hit in the back of the head, the Crip dude that got hit in the back of the head with that pipe, he didn't make it, bro. He didn't make it. I knew that when they was walking everybody out and they tried to get him up and pick him up and all that, he wasn't moving. And then one of the CERT team dudes got down on their hands and knees and they did something, put their face up to his face. I don't know. It wasn't CPR or nothing, but they did something. Then he took his hands and did like this. Then he picked up dude's wrist and did like this. And he stood back up. He was like, over with. And man, they left the man body right there. Probably about 30 minutes, bro. They had, when the other officers took them out, 2 CERT team members and the regular dorm officer stayed in the dorm, standing by his body. They sitting here talking to her, I guess trying to get an understanding of what happened, what was going on. So they tell her to go make sure everybody latch locked. Now on the outside of the door, it's a latch. It's a thing where once your door is locked, they could slide it just in case, because people could rig it up and pop out. So once that latch on the door, can't nobody come out. So the girl go to every single door, hit the latch, every single one. And then we hear her down there plain as day lying, bro. We hear her down there because she like hysterical, bro. She's crying and stuff. And she talking about I just stepped outside. I went over there to B-Bid. I was going over there trying to pick up some count slips. That's the sheets that they got to fill out after they count us and say how many people in the dorm. She said, I went over there to fill out some count slips, to get some count slips and bring it back to the dorm. And when I came back over here, this was this. So the CERT team were arguing with her because he like, there's no way it's this much blood on the floor and you was gone that quick. She was like, I swear to God. Now, you know the camera's raggedy. They don't barely work for real, for real. And finally, the medical crew came in there, bro. About 30 minutes later, man, this man's body was laying on the ground. They finally picked him up. The CERT team and the two CERT teams picked him up, put him on the stretcher. They took him out. Then, you know, whenever somebody lose their life, the GBI come and they put like a little tent up over the thing, and they bring everybody in there one at a time, and they ask them, what happened? Did you see what happened? And then you got to write a statement no matter who you is. They're going to make you write a statement. Even if you think you going to buck, they'll sit you in a hole till you write one. So if they like, did you see anything that happened? You like, nah. They'll tell you, well, write that down and sign your name. Everybody must make a statement when somebody lose their life in your dorm. So you might just got to say, I didn't see anything, and then sign your name. So they make everybody do that. And yeah, bro, they left us on lockdown for probably about a month after that. And then they let us out. Everybody else that was involved, they went to high max, every single one of them. High max is at least a 5-year program. The thing that's so crazy is, bro, I know every single one of them dudes didn't have a life sentence. I know that. You know what I'm saying? But it's on some stuff like, damn, for the ones that did have a life sentence, okay, they're going to do 5 years and come back out. For the ones that didn't have a life sentence, they're going to do 5 years here. They're going to go back to court, get charged with murder, and then get resentenced and then come back to the prison. Bro, the moral of the story is, bro, don't get yourself caught up in no gang stuff. Try your best not to even get involved in the prison, bro. Like I say, bro, some people just be depressed going through stuff or whatever, and then that reflects onto, you know, the way you feel. You ultimately end up bringing that onto other people, and now you in the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? When all that can be avoided. So it's your boy Bill, man. We're going to make money, not excuses. I just ordered some of my hoodies. I only got like 24 of them because I'm going through a different company now. So I just got them just to see how they do. And then, you know, as things pick up, I'll start ordering more and more. But I'll let y'all know when they get in here, bro. It's just a sad, unfortunate situation, bro. But I'm just telling y'all about my experiences. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone.